Welcome to Ali Care, and this is Thea. So now you see the tagline, ladies and gentlemen out there. I know you see the tagline, and I know you're ready for this video. But just before you tune in, remember to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell if you're new here. Or if you're a returned subscribers, remember to comment below. Let me know your views, and also let the people hear your views. Sometimes a little encouragement helps somebody else, and if you let people know your story, sometimes things happen to you, and the wait that you wait to have your baby happen to you is so you can lift up a next person. There is something that I need to tell you before I get right into this video. I do not believe that a woman who have her ovaries, her womb intact, is supposed to not have a child. I believe that they can have a child. I believe that everybody's time period is just different. And I also believe that there are Mother Nature herbs out there that can help you to turn back anything that been created, that something that you might eat, something that your body might produce, some kind of blockage that is there. I believe that there are herbs out there that can take care of that, and I believe you can get pregnant once you have a womb, your ovaries intact. I believe you're still seeing your menstrual cycle, even if it come now and again. It means you have a child's chance. It means you have a chance to produce a child. I believe that why God created man and woman is because we can multiply as ladies. And I believe that even though you're going through this moment right now, you're stressed, you're hopeless, you're feeling just down, I believe that there is hope for you. And even if your body is not set up in a way that you can carry the child, just remember, having a next female carry the child for you, I don't think nothing is wrong with that. I don't think anything is wrong with that. I also believe that if your husband have low sperm count and he can't build it up fast enough, I don't see nothing is wrong by going to the doctor and have them inject it in you. I don't believe that you should stress yourself, because being a mother, you do not have to actually push out the baby to be a mother to a child. Now, however, I also do believe that if there is some health conditions, because I don't want to contradict I don't want to confuse you with what I said earlier, that if a woman have her womb and her ovaries intact, she can have a child. But I'm basically saying that if there is no medical issue wrong, nothing wrong with you, you're supposed to be able to produce a child. So for the people who have medical problem, I believe that sometimes things happen for a reason, because there are so many parents out there that have children but can't be a mother. And so if you were able to have your own child, then those child wouldn't get the care of a mother. So that's why you come in play, because your story can also create a home for an unwanted child, for a child that doesn't have a mother. So don't look at it that you cannot give love to someone else's child. No, before I get into this video, please just remember that you're special, and everybody is special in their own way. I've seen stories where ladies go and adopt a baby because they couldn't have any for years to try, and the minute that they adopt a baby, couple months or a year after, they conceive and have a child. Sometimes you need to do some good to break that blockage in your way. Break it. It kind of sounds supernatural if I should really put it the way how I want to put it. But sometimes when you really do good, because there's a child waiting to be loved and cared, to appreciate life the way, how you want to really show that love to our next child. They want that love. Somebody else's child is out there waiting, that not getting that love, and you can offer them that. So consider adoption, and also consider sharing Mother Nature with the next female, meaning that nothing is wrong to have a carrier, and as I said, nothing is wrong to go to the doctor and have your husband's sperms injected in you, or use your egg to give a next female for them to carry and get the husband's sperms to inject in it. Let's get in. Enough said. Let's get into the herbs that will help you to conceive. Now, I don't know if you know about raspberry leaf. Raspberry leaf is one of the most effective way to help a woman to conceive, to get pregnant. But not just any raspberry, the red raspberry leaf. Dry it and make a cup of tea, and you can drink like twice per week, like for 21 days. And then after you see your menstrual cycle, you wait till you're ovulating and try again to have a baby. That's if you were trying before. Now, raspberry leaf has vitamin B. It also have nutrients, and it also have calcium, and it also regulates your menstrual cycle and also make ovulation easy. So if you're not ovulating, it will help you to ovulate, right? And some women don't know when they're ovulating, because there are a lot of parents back in the days and even now who are afraid to talk to their daughters about ovulation before they reach woman, who they'd have to learn it in school or go read up on it. There are a lot of parents that out there that don't talk about it. And I've run some survey, and I've seen a lot of women doesn't know when they're ovulating. Now, how I know when I'm ovulating, my hormones change. I mostly get aroused that time also, so you can check that. You will get aroused most time, and your tummy will sometimes feel a little way, maybe bloated too. So ovulation come in many different ways, and mostly is when you're really aroused. You have a time in the month when you're so aroused, it means that that body's calling for some, it's calling for a male, and that's when you're really ovulating. For me, or you notice your discharge come a little heavier. Some people say they notice their discharge is a little bit more heavier, and they ever like when they just feel just a little bit more heavier, because sometimes when the woman is having sex and the discharges are more heavier, it's get to swing the male sperm straight to the egg. So if you realize that you're making love to your partner and you realize that you're dry and there is no fluid there, then you know that can kind of prevent you from getting pregnant. So you need to be relaxed. You need to not be stressed, because once you're stressed, it's going to stop you from really being relaxed, and that fluid come from your body naturally, so you can help your husband's sperm swing to where it's supposed to be, to the egg. I'm trying to have this not rated PG, so I hope you understand my language. Also, there are signs that females need to look for before trying to get pregnant, and before trying to run up and down at every doctor to say that something is wrong with you. Now ladies, when you're seeing your menstrual cycle, what happened before it starts? Is your tummy bloated? Do you feel heavy pains? Do you vomit? Do your breast swollen? Look for those signs. Do you have unbelievable back pain before it starts? Do you get edgy? Your mood swings, everything just agitates you. You know that your cycle is coming on. Or when your cycle is going on, do you have a lot of clot but no fluid coming? It's like you go to the bathroom and there is just big clot, but there, when you look on the sanitary napkin, there is hardly anything. Is that happening to you? If that is happening to you, it means that you need to clear your tube. You need to have it flow just nicely and smoothly. And these herbs will help you, especially dog blood. You drink the dog blood, make sure that you're not pregnant. What it does, it clear up your tube and have everything just flowing nice and easy. Ovulation time come for your eggs, it clear the way for those nice juicy eggs to produce, and then you start looking to conceive. Call Hosey and say, oh, I'm ready, right? And make sure that if you're feeling some back pains couple days before and so forth, it can be simple cold. Yes, it can be simple cold. It can mean that you have some cold that you don't know inside of you, and you just need some good cold medicine and some good herbs to help you with that. And it also means that your hormones is going haywire. You just need to just get that relaxed. And also, did you know that if you're having your menstrual cycle and you're having a lot of pain, like unbearable pain, start to feed on things that will give you iron, calcium, vitamin B, and just give your body all of those nourishment, especially the iron, things that will build up your blood count. Like for instance, you beetroot juice, you have like green juice, you have those juice that will build up your blood count immediately. Noni juice is also good. You also have moringa seed that will build up your immune system quickly. And I must say, there is something that I know work for a couple ladies well, and these are ladies that go to herbal places. You know what most people recommend to them? They recommend like most people use it to run, say they run spirit or something like that. The oil is very good. It's very good for hormone imbalance. Old time days, people used to give their children it for colic, or if they go to somebody's house and eat and they're allergic to food, they will hurry up and give them a cup of tea of it. Yeah, and it's frankincense and more. Ladies, if you find out that you have hard menstrual cramp, before a week or so before your period is about to come, try to drink like 3 cups of tea. It kind of tastes a little bit funny, but not bad, because I drink it. So you drink like 3 cups before your period is coming. 3 cups of tea. You don't have to drink it warm. Just hurry up and drink it off. It's not harmful. Just drink it. It regulates your hormones. And I'm not talking about acne, but if you have any skin tags or anything like that and acne, it also helps with that, because sometimes those are from hormone imbalance. So guys, it regulates your hormone, right? You can try that. Now, for the dog blood, remember, you have to make sure you're not pregnant to drink dog blood, because it will wash out the baby. Because basically what dog blood do, it clear the tube, so you don't have any blockage, so you end up get pregnant. Most people, one tube will be so black that the baby, they get pregnant and the baby end up going wrong tube. So dog blood kind of prepare your tube nice for you. And sometimes you're seeing your period and it have that heavy smell. It also clear it up. And there is a next herb that I didn't write down here. My mom used to say this good, it build up a woman. It was like horse bath. So what she used to do, she used to mix horse bath, vervine and dog blood together and boil it. It's like a good tonic for female to drink. So that's horse bath, dog blood and vervine, or you can say vervain if you want to call it that way. There's a next thing about using vervain too. Vervain, the vein of it is purple. It goes to green before it goes to purple. Make sure it changes to purple before you pick it. So do not pick it before it reaches purple. Wait until you have the purple bloom on it, then you pick it. And it helps with the blood circulation. And just remember, if your blood is not circulating good and you don't have enough blood and it don't build up your blood count and everything, when you're seeing your menstrual cycle, you will have pain. I'm anemic, or I do have symptoms of anemia. I have iron deficiency anemia. So when I'm seeing my menstrual cycle, I intend to get weak and my joints cramp me. So drinking those herbs really help me for me to have a balanced week. As if my menstrual cycle lasts for 3 to 5 or 7 days, that week I basically can't do anything because my energy will be so low. So guys, I'm not just telling you to drink these herbs. These are herbs that work for me, so I can be strong and fit to do my work. Because I do spa work, I move up and down, and I need to stay fit and healthy, and I don't need to just stay home for a week. So basically I would just work for 3 weeks, and that's not healthy. I also have low blood count, so these herbs build up my blood count. And yes, I am also now preparing my body to get pregnant because I want an next baby. And when I look at it, my son is 23 23 years old the end of this year. I want a next baby, so I know it's not going to be an easy road for me. And I know what it's like for a female out there to want to get pregnant and can't. But because I've tried for 6 years when I was with my ex, and I didn't know that I had a tumor, and by the time I removed the tumor, the relationship was ended. So I know that I'm okay now, but I didn't go and have a baby, and it's about like 10 years since I removed the tumor, or more than 10. It's about 12 years since I removed the tumor. So if I remove the tumor so long, it's unlikely that it's gonna be easy for me, because if I maybe did do it the same time, it would be easy for me. But now it's gonna be a little bit challenging. So right now, I myself are looking into the fact that I need to start making sure that my body is prepared for pregnancy. Okay, and the next herb is motherwort. Yes, and that word spelled M-O-R-T. So motherwort. There's a next name for it. That's in the native. The native name is motherwort, but I think like in the Chinese also they call it Leonoros cardiaca. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So Leonoros cardiaca. I'll put up the name right here so you can pronounce it yourself. It comes from the mint family, so it have a minty taste. And also, don't use this long. All you need is like a teaspoon. You don't need more than that. So if you boil the cup, take a teaspoon per day. That is how strong it is. You don't need a lot. And this is for ladies who hear that they can't get pregnant and all of those bull. Just try this herb and see what happens. It worked out for a lot of African women, and I've read up and stories on this herb to see before I come and tell you, because I study a lot of stories and these things. And one of the things that when you someplace in Africa, as a woman, if you can't get pregnant, you know that you're not a woman. They classify you that you're not a woman. So I've been reading up on herbs and stuff for the past couple months to see what worked for them. And this is one of the herbs. I said, let me share it with you. So basically, they're saying that if you're going to use this herb, make sure you're not pregnant. Make sure that you're not having a heavy bleeding or you're seeing your menstrual cycle any at all. Because what it does, it's kind of like the dog blood, but you can drink dog blood while seeing your menstrual cycle, just not when you're pregnant. But this herb is telling you do not drink it while you're seeing your menstrual cycle, and all you need is a teaspoon once every 3 days or a teaspoon every day, depending on how bad your condition is. And after you try it like for the 2 weeks or so, and you realize that so try it for 2 weeks, right? After you try it for that 2 weeks and you start to try to get pregnant, make sure you take a pregnancy test and make sure you're not pregnant before you start using it again, right? And remember, no herbs a person is supposed to live on for long, especially when you're using it to repair some part of your body, unless you constantly getting checkup at the doctor. Because don't get me wrong, when you have conditions like this, that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to go to a doctor. You still go to a doctor, find out what's wrong with you, and use the natural medicine to cure it. If you see the natural medicine is not working, then you can try the doctor prescription that they recommend. But I really like to try my natural things first, because once you use a prescription pill or should I say drugs, it's like you can imagine that a doctor will look at you and said, okay, this is the side effects. When you take herbs, there are no side effects. It basically do not do anything to you. It's just that you know that there are herbs that you can't take if you're pregnant. Yeah, because you do not want to damage the baby. And it helps for you to get pregnant. So, like green juice, don't stop drinking green juice. It can never do you no harm. Like your carrot juice, all of those things, your nuts, your grains, everything that giving your body that nutrients, it can never be too much for your body. You need iron. Anything that give you iron. Green banana give you iron. I notice people will eat ripe banana and said, okay, it's good. Ripe banana give you potassium. Green banana give you iron. Start to know your body. Start to study what happened to you before you see your menstrual cycle, what happened during your menstrual cycle, how it flow, does it painful, does it has a lot of clot, you know, all of these things is really helpful for you. And your spouse need to be there with you. But I don't believe that when a woman body is cleansing, the man's supposed to avoid her. I believe she's unclean to have a sexual intercourse, but she's not unclean for you to be there to watch the symptoms and the movement and her emotions. I mean, in her mood swings, her hormonal changes, to know how to deal with it and how best to treat it so she can conceive, and also so she can feel comfortable in herself. Because having most people going through menstrual cycle is not an easy road for most women. Some people it's very painful. Some people, when they're seeing their menstrual cycle, it's like pregnant. Some people vomit. They can't eat anything while they're seeing their menstrual cycle. They're in pain for days. They have tummy bloatiness, swelling, pain in the breast. The nipples are so tender sometimes. So guys, it doesn't mean that because the Bible said the woman is unclean at the moment, it means that you're not supposed to have a sexual intercourse while a woman is in her period, because the menstrual cycle that she's having is actually cleaning her tube and cleaning the womb, cleaning the vagina and the cervix area. It's cleaning it properly for you to enjoy later on. So it doesn't mean that she's unclean and not to be around you. Be around her. She needs you that time mostly. And that also will kind of give her some kind of comfort to know that when she's pregnant, it's not going to be a traumatic experience. Because some traumatic experience in a woman's life can let them not get pregnant too. So be there for your spouse. And if you're a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you know, you just friends, you need to, you know, show love and share your story with each other, encourage each other, and a hug also help, and be a listening ear. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped you. Please comment, like, share.